Hello friends, in my last video you learned about exposure bracketing. In this video you will know about focus bracketing. Focus bracketing is a technique that allows you to create images with maximum depth of field. In other words, with focus bracketing you can produce images that are sharp across the frame, from the nearest foreground element to the most distant background element. Without focus bracketing, this is often impossible, especially if you are shooting a very deep scene. Why we need focus bracketing? Because your camera and lens is restricted by a minimum aperture, which means that you can only create an image with a set amount in focus and no more. Plus, as you get more and more in focus, you start to run into a problem called diffraction, which causes significant blur in your images. Hence, focus bracketing is often the best option. Now you will see what involved in focus bracketing a bit later on. But the basic idea is that you capture several images all focused on different parts of the scene. Then you blend them together using a post-processing program so that you get one composite image where everything is sharp. Why we need a long process of multiple images? You don't need a focus bracketing in most situations. In fact, you definitely don't want to use it for any normal portraits, and you are not going to want to use it for the most street photography. Either focus bracketing is a slow, deliberate process, and it is a process you should only use when you are dealing with the extreme depth in your scene, or if you are shooting at a high magnification like macro photography. Macro photography is not just about buying a macro lens. There is a lot more on it. When photographing jewelry from so close, your camera lens will not focus on the entire product. If you ever try to photograph a jewelry from up close and the back of the subject appears blurry, this is why. To solve for this, we use a technique called focus stacking. It is the process of taking multiple images of the product with the different areas in the focus and blending them together in the Photoshop. So what is the difference between focus stacking and a focus bracketing? Technically speaking, focus bracketing is the act of capturing photos with the different points of the focus, whereas focus stacking is the act of blending those images together into a single composite. So whenever you hear about focus bracketing, think about taking photos, and whenever you hear about focus stacking, think editing photos. Now you will watch how can we shoot jewelry with the help of focus bracketing. I have already set the camera on the tripod and also placed a pearl necklace on the table. I am taking these shots with the Nikon D7500 and using Godox X1 trigger and using the flash V860 Mark II. Camera is tethering with the Q DSLR dashboard software and using wireless network. First, I am using Nikon SnapBridge mobile software and tethered by the camera with the wireless option. So I disconnected my internet access from my mobile. I connected D7500 wireless network in the mobile. Now you can use your mobile as a remote for your camera. You can see the camera live view is displaying on your mobile. So I selected first nearest focus point of the necklace. You can see the default green square as a focus point of a camera. Green square means that part is in the focus. As I touch the white button, photo was clicked and sending the image to the camera and also downloading on your mobile. This is the first image. So I am repeating the same steps in the next images. But in every image I select the different focus point to get sharp depth. Now I am selecting a second focus point on the left pulse and click OK. Image download again. I am selecting again other focus points closest to the far using SnapBridge software. If you want to know more about the SnapBridge and tethering, you can see my video on Tether. I have added a link above and also added in the description. I am opening the images in the Nikon Viewer software and you can see all the images those I have taken with the different focus points. You can also see each focus point by the red square embedded on the image focus area. Now we completed the first stage, that is the focus bracketing. Now time to show you how you can stack these images and convert them sharp images with the maximum depth of field. So I have already opened the Photoshop and selecting file menu and selecting scripts and load files into the stacks. A new window open and select browse. Select the folder of a bracketing images, select all images and click OK. All images will imported to the stack window. Keep uncheck the all other options and then click OK. All images are opening in the Photoshop workspace in one document in the layers. You can easily see each image and its sharp area because of selecting the focus point by clicking on the eye icon. You can see the sharp area from nearest to the far as I shoot. Once the images are in the stack in the single Photoshop file, select the layers in the layers panel and choose the edit menu, then select auto align layers. Leave auto selected in the auto align layers dialog and press OK. This step is important even if you shoot on the tripod. After that, select the layers again and choose edit menu, then select auto blend layers. In the dialog that appears, select stack images and turn off the content aware fill transparent areas, then click OK. Photoshop then creates a layer most of each layers that allows the sharpest area to remain visible. Now you have a focus stack image. You can apply tone, color and other adjustment to match what your eyes saw when you were capturing the scene. This is a final image. You can see the whole image is crisp and sharp and has a maximum depth of field. That's all for today. Soon I will come with the new tutorial. Thanks for watching.